Hey guys! So I wanted to do my April favorites finally. By the time I get this up, it'll probably be like a week into May. But I really wanted to do this because I had some stuff to actually talk about. And actually, I feel like, well, I started out thinking I don't have a lot of makeup to talk about. But then I just realized I actually have just a lot of products to talk about outside of makeup that I don't usually have. So, I will start with makeup just to like get it out of the way or whatnot. My absolute favorite, like if I had to pick one favorite, this would be it. And it's the Too Faced Bonjour Solei palette. And it is the one, it comes with a little brush, which I actually use because I use it when I travel. Right now I'm using this while I use up the rest of my MAC Harmony powder at home. I take this to travel, but you can see, well, maybe it's not as clear to you guys, but there is actually a sizable dent already in this bronzer. Like, it's super soft, so that's a good thing actually, but it makes it really blendable, and it smells like chocolate. Like, I get done with my makeup and I feel like I smell delicious. Not nutritious, but delicious. And then it comes with Sun Bunny. I've been using this a little bit. I mix it with my Rimmel matte powder. So I basically dab my brush once in here, dab it once in the matte powder, and then swish it. It just helps keep me from being too bronze, but too pale in some spots. Like if I'm contouring with this one, it does add quite a bit of pigment. And so this helps keep it from being too stark of a contrast. And then Snow Bunny I've used a handful of times as a highlight. I'll use my Benefit Watts Up, and then I pop this over top to do a very subtle highlight. And it's definitely got a feel of like a tan, because it's a little too shimmery for me to think of it as just a highlighter. But I love it. I love the packaging. I love everything about it. Like, it's, I almost would like love to go buy a second one just for a backup at some point, but that's not really in the cards right now. Then another recent purchase that are favorites is Lime Crime. I've tried their velveteens now, and this I have in Wicked and Black Velvet. So these are, I love the packaging, of course. The roses are really cute. This makes me want to try the 3 other colors that were sold out. I feel like a red, I have so many reds, but I really love reds, so I want that. And Suede Berry is a fun color without being too different. Like, it's not a scary different color, it's just unique. Wicked is a deepened dark red, and then Black Velvet is a velvet black, and it's beautiful on. Like, both of these are, absolutely love them. I can eat and drink and it doesn't wear off. I do top my black sometimes with the Stay Glossy by Rimmel. I almost want to say that's called something like Black Velvet. I don't know. It's something, but it's a black lip gloss. I can actually show it because it's right here. So I topped that on top of that one, and I've topped it on top of the dark red to make it really deep and vampy. So I love these. They have great lasting power. They are drying. My lips are already incredibly dry, so I wouldn't wear these every day, but I do love them. And as for the lipsticks from Lime Crime, I've gotten 3. I don't have Cosmopop up here, but I have Croquette, No She Didn't, and oh, Cosmopop. Which one don't I have up here? I got a blue, a nude. Oh, geranium, which is, I wore it the other day, so it's probably somewhere in my bag. I think Croquette is the most easy to wear. It's just a nude. It's a peachy nude. I'm sure I have dupes for this, but I do love the formulation. It's super creamy on these, very pigmented. Cosmopop, as much as everyone loves this shade, like, it is so talked about, it is, I guess, a peach nude with more variation towards orange. On me, I'm not sure it's flattering. Maybe because I actually have a tan now, it just doesn't mix well with it. I'm not sure, but I love the packaging though. How cute! It's a unicorn. How can you not love it? No, She Didn't is my very fun purchase, and it is pastel minty, not minty, but chalky Easter blue. And I'm trying to figure out what to wear this with, because I want to be able to wear this out and about. Wouldn't be a work day lipstick, but I want to wear it out. And like, people are always against that kind of stuff, like trying something cool and going out. But my thing is trying to find what to go with. A lot of people said like a white dress like this, something summery and very sweetsy to tone down the fact it's so bold. But the thing is, I think you kind of can't go too opposite. I feel like I'd still need something bold. So what I think would look great is like a black skater skirt like I have. I actually have something like that. And then if I can find a black print blouse with like this blue in like a cool pattern. And I always think of like whimsical stuff, like if it had bikes patterned on it, which I have a shirt like that, but it's not in this blue. Like anything with this blue that would be like blousey, and I feel like black would be a good thing to pair with it to keep it from being too girly. This would keep it from being too edgy though. Anyways, I like these. They have really good pigmentation. I did do a review, but I lost it, so I'm thinking of doing just a totally separate review, and now they're a little more loved. I have a better opinion about them even. So yeah. And then for the rest of my lip products, they're all glosses. And NYX Glam lip gloss in, this one was, just saw it, Beat Goes On. It is like a nudie pink sparkle, and the Glam gloss is definitely the glitter of the series. I love this because it is a bit frosty glittery, but the color, I don't know, I just lined my lips with like Rimmel's Uptown Snob or Up Something Snob, which is more pink based and a little deeper pink than my natural lips. And I put this over it, and it looks wonderful. Like, it's just a good combo, and I like it a lot. And then for my other glosses, I've been reaching for these really a lot. They're the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie. My cousin got me these in a kit, so they're probably not full size. In Head Turner and Scene Stealer is just what I grabbed. They've got some multi-dimensional sparkles, so this one's got like pink purple looking reflex, this one's got rose and copper reflex, and they're really great to either, I usually pair them over a pink or a nude or something like that, just to kind of zhuzh it up and make them a little more sparkly and glossy. But by itself, it's still kind of a nice topper for like a natural look, or if I'm really doing dramatic eyes, I want these to be so secondary that I use those. Blush, I grabbed, of course, my Maybelline Master Glaze in Just Pinched Pink, because I use this constantly, and it's been lasting me. Like, this stick lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. Which is very, very cool. Oop, there we go. And I kind of, all my other blushes are very specific to looks that I wear. Like, they are ones that I've been grabbing for repeatedly, but based on my look is how I choose them. So, Oh So Fair, because it's just a plain pink. This is like my pink if I'm doing like a pinky nude lip. This is my pink if I do something really bright to tone down my cheeks and make them so that they don't compete too much, but they still have color. This is like my more made up face pink. This is like if I'm doing a smoky eye, nude lips, I'm wearing it today, and I'm wearing really, really pale nude lips and then a smokier eye. So this is a way of like, it's not too natural where it looks weird with the rest of my face being unnatural. That makes sense. But it's also not too much to compete. So, that makes sense. I love that. I love that pink. for when I do more coral colors, I've been doing some peachy pinks and corals because the color in my store has been that color for a while. It's called Pink Explanation Coral, and I actually have... Okay, so these are shoes that are in that color. It's not exactly showing up to the color, but either way, it's just a pinky peach tone. So, Flatter Me by MAC from the Archie Girls MAC collection. And Oh So Fair is a beauty powder that came out with Venomous Villains, and they've released it a couple times again. So that is that one that I just showed before. This one being Flatter Me is actually a pearl matte face powder. But it is a really light peach, and then the hearts are actually kind of a coral deeper color. So when I put them together, they just do a really pretty peachy color, and it works really well if I'm focusing on my cheeks. I can downplay my lips if I'm focusing on my lips. This is a good compliment. It just works really well. Then we've got Wonder Woman Mighty Aphrodite. I cannot believe how much I still use this, and I shouldn't say that because Oh So Fair I bought first, but I think it's just this packaging is just not chic. So when I grab for it, I'm grabbing because I love this color. It's called Mighty Aphrodite, and it's got a really pearlescent finish on one side, and then the other one is kind of a really pretty strawberry, and that's what I tend to use. I like mainly swish it in that direction because the peachy pearly one can make me look too greasy, especially in the summer. You've got too much shine going on in your cheeks, you're like... But I love this color, and it works so well for like an actual natural look. Like, this gives me that natural, beautiful glow and sheen. So that is why I reach for that one. And then this one I reach for if I'm doing a really tan look, like smoky, like golden eyes. If I'd have done this and had maybe a different outfit on, but my eyes like this, and maybe a berry tone on my lips, which would be more fall, or even just a darker nude. This is a little too light of a nude to use with it. But the Rocketeer by Benefit is wonderful. It's like a rose gold. It's like got a perfume smell, but it is rose gold and just looks beautiful with a tan, and I love that about it. I can't get enough of that one. I tend to reach for that a lot with my Naked 3 palette, which I can zoom on to eyes. I have noticed I reach again for my Naked palettes. 2 and 3 is the ones I have. 3 I love for the pinky tones. Rose gold, I go for this for the rose gold and pink. And then Naked 2 has a lot more of the cool colors, in case you don't know. But every time I reach for these, it's so like kind of a last minute thought. I'm like, oh, that would look good if I did a smoky eye with one of these. And every time I just love the look, and I seem to get like more compliments than typical. So those are awesome for a dramatic smoky eye or a subtle smoky eye. You can kind of do a bit of both. And also MAC honorable mention Extra Dimension eyeshadows. This is Havana. This is back when they were huge, and they come out with them now, and they're very small. They're about the size of a normal eyeshadow when you look at them, but I think they actually have less in them, even though they look exactly the same, like the packaging size looks the same, but they actually have less product in them. And they're coming out with a new collection soon. It's a water themed one, and it's beautiful. It reminds me of mermaids. I think one of the lipstick or lip glosses is called Siren Song, and that's part of why I wore this, is it's a lighter color, and I was like, do I like that? Do I think this color is similar enough to that I don't need that? I'm all over the place, but Havana is beautiful, and it's just a wonderful brown tone, and I have it in Dark Dimension and Modern Pewter, and those are the ones I always wear together, but they are limited edition. So Extra Dimension is a wonderful formula for one, but I wish they wouldn't basically rip you off, because the smaller container also costs like $20 instead of like eyeshadows that usually run I don't even know what they run anymore. 13, 14, 15. Still like $5 more. Like increasing the price by 1/4 or something is crazy. So I do like those. So that's eyeshadows, blushes, lips. I think that's pretty much everything face. Oh, I did want to mention color tattoo is just something every time I use it, I remember why I love it. And there's such a range of colors like bold gold. And I love the Barely Branded. That tends to be what I use, what I pack, because it just is a beige to go over everything or under everything. And the very last honorable mention is my Revlon lash glue. It's the lash glue that comes in the little brush tube. And I have the white right now, but I love the black. But now I'm like kind of feeling like the white's pretty awesome because I've noticed I don't worry so much if it ends up a little bit above where I want. I'm not worried about like the glue itself making my line look thicker. But I do like it because it's one of the best at keeping my lashes actually down. Almost all other ones, like I can put them down and they will flick up and then I have to fix that and then maybe they'll stay. But this is the only one that I've had where I can put them on and set them down and my inner corner doesn't flip up at some point all the time. So I love that, and that should be makeup. Completely all done with makeup. Perfume real quick because it's another real beauty thing. 2 perfumes I've been reaching for, definitely a day and night theme, is Viva La Juicy La Fleur, maybe because it's summer, and it's a lighter floral. Like, it's, I lost the little cap thing. I'll have to look. I had this in my travel bag, so it's probably in there. But it is such a good smell, and I feel like my 2 other ones that are super floral, which is Daisy by Marc Jacobs and Dot by Marc Jacobs, are a little more sophisticated. And if I want something fun and floral, I want something fun and floral. Those are great for if I'm going to work, if I'm trying to look more professional. My job interview perfume is Miss Dior because it's just makes me feel sophisticated. So that's my favorite day. And then night, it's still, like, this stuff is like gold to me. Like, it's in a gold package, so it helps. Oh, I could just smell this forever. Like, this is that perfume that if we ever run out of it, I'm going to get it again. Like, this is that perfume that just makes me feel sexy and confident, and I love smelling it. Oh, it smells like, it's got like a masculine feel to it. But I don't know. Gucci Guilty is my guilty pleasure. So, that one, love. The other things are so random, but they're mostly like body products. For one, hand soap. I've been loving this smell. They have a couple new ones at Bath & Body Works for summer. And this one is Island White Pineapple. This one, and there's a coconut one I really like. But white pineapple and sparkling melon. And I love the smell of this. Like when I wash my hands with this, I just walk around smelling my hands all day. Well, until it wears off. And then I have to go to the bathroom just to wash my hands. No, not quite, but I love it. I don't know if I mentioned this the one time, but I love this stuff, and every time I see it, I'm like, I have to mention that, because I feel like it's not something talked about, especially on YouTube, and maybe not even female to female very often. It is the Summer's Eve Delicate Blossom Cleansing Wash for sensitive skin. And it is pH balanced and dermatologist and gynecologist tested. So this is like kind of for your ladies. And for a little bit to go a long way, you don't need much, obviously. It's not, you don't need much. But I love this smell. The Delicate Blossom is the purple one. And it smells like delicate blossoms. If this was not quite expensive, I would use this all over my body. This is like just the bee's knees for me. I love this thing. And I think they'd come in a bigger bottle than this. And I think this has lasted me so long. Like, this is the first, maybe the second bottle I purchased, but I feel like the other one actually opened and got soap everywhere. So I love this. I love this. I think they have a bigger bottle. Maybe next time I'll splurge, get the bigger bottle, and then just say like, hey, you know, it's not that much more expensive than some of the body washes you get out there. Then I decided to try EOS shave cream. 24 hours of deep moisture. And this is in lavender jasmine, which is two of my favorite smells for flowers. Even though they never really smell like the flower. But this is like a non-foaming, it's a cream. It's not a gel. And I love creams. Like, I grew up using shave cream, not shave gel. And I don't know, something about it I love. And this is probably like the best. I mean, I've tried like the men's brands, and those are good, but they smell so strong, or they smell bad. If they're unscented, they still smell, and they smell bad. This smells good. It's super thick, but the problem is it is pretty expensive, and I use like 2.5 to 3 pumps per leg. So I'm using so much of this in the shower that it's getting ridiculous. But I've noticed, like, if I'm at my boyfriend's and I shave, I don't have this. I don't usually bring it with me. And I just use soap. But I've noticed such a difference if I use this. It's wonderful. One thing I've been loving is this was in my Ulta haul, but it's the Fake Bake Flawless Self-Tan Liquid in Streak Very Easy Application. And I am like under halfway through I've gone through at least half the bottle. It comes with this mitt, which mine is not the cleanest, but it doesn't look too bad on camera. Shouldn't look that too bad in person. But it smells like coconut, so it doesn't have a really terrible odor to it. And what I do is I put lotion on my knees, my elbows. I feel like this little part in my underarm, I just put it like right here because this tends to gather the self-tanner also. And then ankles and feet. And then I spray this on my mitt, and I do about 2 pumps, and I do each section 2 pumps per little area and blending together, and it seems to be giving me a pretty natural tan. I don't feel orange. I use it like every other time I shave, so it keeps the color on me without being too, if you apply too much of it, you're gonna look weird anyways. And I get done with my body, and then I spray it, one spray, and just pat it around my face, and that's enough to keep my face like tan. Your face obviously doesn't hold a tan as much, so I use that like every time I shower, so I'll use that on my face. So yeah, I love that. This is gonna be a weird one. Sauve Clinical Protection. It is like, if you need the clinical protection, which is what I dang well need, then it is awesome. I get the powder fresh because I love it. The only thing is it does leave white marks, so if that's an issue, either you can look at the more expensive brands. Like, it's almost double the price for one that was marked, like, you know, will not leave marks, clear technology. And I'm like, I will deal with marks for that much of a difference, at least for now. I feel like it'd be good to have both. So I'm like, oh, I'm wearing black today, I'll use that one. Oh, I'm not, I'll put this one on because nobody cares. So I love this though, because I went without it for a couple days, and let me tell you, I tried to use Dove. I use a couple different Dove ones, and that's fine. One of them that I was using, this like got me by, Sauve 24-Hour Protection Tropical Paradise. It does smell good, but what I use these for is just on my bikini area after I shave, because it helps prevent ingrown hairs and the red bumpiness. So this is awesome though for sweatiness. Then I finally found organic virgin coconut oil So, I was looking for this, went to like 3, 4 places and couldn't find it. Finally found it at what is going to be my favorite grocery store. It's called Fresh Market, I believe. Or Fresh Market. I'm going to feel really... Oh, wait, it says right on it, The Fresh Market. So if you have... And this must be their brand, in-house brand, because it was cheapest. If you have one of these near you, I would definitely recommend going in, because they have some really cool stuff. I was just in there, like, I had 10 minutes before work, in, out. But they've got, like, music piping over the speakers. They've got, like, coffee you can taste. It's just a totally different, wonderful atmosphere. And also the checkout girl said I was pretty and complimented my dress, so I like her more. Way to make me have a good experience at Fresh Market. So, I loved it. And what I do with this is called oil pulling. I haven't decided yet if it works, so I'm not going to be a spokesperson for it, but I heard about it, read a bit on it, did some research. And what you do is, I brush my teeth like normal. Some people, it's like their way, they use this to brush their teeth. But I just brush my teeth like normal. And then what you do is you take a teaspoon or so, or 2, depending how much you need, and you swish this around your mouth for like 20 minutes. And it is tiresome, and it's a pain in the butt, and I don't know, it's supposed to really help your teeth, though. It coats them, and you spit it out when you're done. You don't swallow it. Do not swallow it. That'd be gross. And I gag when I first start doing this, like, the first bite in your mouth, and then your taste buds just get used to it. I don't like coconut, though. If you do, you probably will be like, this is nothing. It's supposed to really help heal your teeth, any parts that are weak, and it coats them in this oil. I mean, it is oil. It coats your teeth in like this helpful fortifying oil, and when you're drinking something, you know, you're supposed to really take care of yourself to begin with, but it helps create a barrier between your teeth and that. This is gonna be like the longest favorites video ever. Oh wow. I think I only have a couple more things. Hair, because I don't do a lot of hair. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but if not, this is a must-have. Like, this is not a favorite. This is like, I gotta have it. John Frieda Frizz Ease Moisture Barrier Firm Hold Hairspray. If I go without this, I just remember how much I need this. I once went to get, I think it was last time, I went to get it, and they were out of this, or they didn't even carry it at the Walgreens I stopped at, and so I got L'Oreal Paris Lock-It Weather Control Hairspray. So I thought moisture barrier, weather lock, you know, it makes sense. They're both treating some similar things. An extra strong hold, humidity resistance, 24-hour humidity resistance. You know, I thought, this one says 48 hours even. This one says 24. I can't do without this. When I curl my hair, like I've done today, what I do is I brush it through, and I take my strip that I'm going to be curling. I spray this on it from basically root start to tip, and brush through, wrap it around, let it dry, or let it set, and then take it out. And it just holds it so well, and it's a stickier hairspray. I mean, like, my chair is coated in like that stuff because it's sticky, it's heavier, but that's what's making my curls either last. Plus, because I have extensions, when I curl my hair, you can kind of see some of the areas that when I curl it, my hair being shorter flips out sometimes and doesn't want to stick with the extension and wrap all the way around, and that makes like a less pretty curl, because you can see I got a little bing. It's like bing. I don't like that. So this helps it stick together, and it really seems to do the trick. Like, it'll hold it in place. Sometimes I can wrap half my hair, and that's my hair, and leave it for a little bit, and then continue wrapping, and it's set enough with the hairspray to stay on the curler together and set all together. So that's awesome. And what I've been using this for, because it does not do the same thing, and I don't know if I'd recommend this just because everybody's hair is different. Maybe it's my issue with my extensions is the main reason. My hair is pretty easy to curl, easy to hold a curl, but it does have frizz issues, so this would probably do the trick for me if it was just my hair. This I tend to use if I put my hair up. Or I can use it sometimes to set. Like, it smells pretty nice. Yeah. So, there. And I use it to set because my hair is already ironed and curled. I just need something to help it stick in place. So, easy enough. And then the last thing is I got the Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. Just a little package from Ulta. And I use like a little, this is going to last me for quite some time. I don't know if I'll ever purchase a full one because it would last me forever. This is wonderful. And I put it through my hair and it just feels so good. It doesn't smell bad or good to me, at least. I mean, it might be up your cup of tea, but I don't mind it either way. So I really do like that. I don't usually do favorites beyond like beauty stuff, but I've been really into everything lately.